Who is ready for some energy check-in, intuitive and channeled guidance? Welcome to my channel. I'm Anika Ray. I'm a spiritual intuitive who specializes in soul level guidance. I'm so happy that you're here. We have a jam-packed reading. And if you are new to my channel, the way that this works is we have a part 1 where I really bring in messages intuitively from the guides and angels and ascended masters, whomever is here to really support us in this present moment. And then we move into tarot and oracle, grounding the reading into this more practical space. And then I also offer you any additional things such as channel messages, frequencies, anything else that could be helpful. I've already really pre-shuffled the cards, so if you're wondering, that's really how it's going to look like. I'll show you the cards later on in part 2. And why don't we jump right in? Well, first of all, I have to tell you, the beings that are with us are there's like 2 different groups. One that's more elemental. That means the beings that are really present in the beyond the veil on the planet. And a lot of them are really caring for environment. So if you care for the planet, if you're a light worker, if you care for the environment, these are the guides that are assisting humanity. And they want to be present in this reading so they can bring more magic, they're saying, to your life, which is beautiful. And it's going to fit as we go into the oracle and tarot. We'll see what kind of oracle and tarot cards are there. But we're going to start with that. And then the second group I want to mention before we move on to the messages themselves is the group of beings that feel very much like a star seed, kind of like council of light. If you resonate with these ideas of stars, right? Star beings, star seeds, beings of light that care, again, about your evolution, humanity's evolution. So this is a highly spiritual group. Some of you may resonate. They are kind of presenting themselves to me as from different fractions, they're saying, of star seeds, like different planetary systems. There's not one specific one. That's why they're almost like that council of light. And then we have the divine feminine energy, which are also my guides that are supporting us as we open ourselves to heart-centeredness and we open our heart chakra. So definitely a lot of divine feminine aspects, a lot of goddess energy. That's been present in my readings a lot, but that's also because I resonate with that, and those are particularly my guides. But we do share guides, and these are beautiful beings, and let's see what they really want to share. The first thing that I am getting is this evolution in relationship to yourself. And it's funny how I was really last few weeks channeling a lot more around self-love. So they want to tell you that you are on the right path, but they want you to open yourself up even to more self-love and whatever that may look like for you. And again, you know yourself. These are different people watching this reading. And so whomever you are, you may need to open yourself up to self-love and to generally the act of receiving. There is something about you receiving the blessings of the universe. You are healing or healed or in a process of healing and transformation. And this self-love is a catalyst for you to experience the kind of reality, and it's impacting all of your desires, goals. So if you are feeling lack of self-love towards self, it's going to automatically impact that. They are calling that the sort of like you are attracting who you are and you're attracting what you are, right? So they want you to open that up. Now, this can go in different directions. They are saying do not force it. It is going to come to you organically. For some, it is about body, and it's just with body and loving your body. And I can relate to that. You know, no matter how people perceive me, I still have a lot of issues with incarnation and body and loving my body and weight and all of that. So, you know, you're not alone in this, but they want you, some of us are called into loving the body aspect of self And some are really, boundaries are coming up. So some are being called to set boundaries that are healthier towards other people, meaning like feeling drained from others and overextending yourself, enmeshing, overextending, being an empath to others and forgetting to care for self. This is not about you not wanting to care for self. This is about you forgetting to care for yourself. So those are two things. And then another thing they're really bringing up is a family unit. And I'm not sure why they're bringing that up. Some of you want a healthier relationship within your family unit. Some of you actually are trying to create yourself or maybe bring peace within your family or family unit. But there's something about transformation of the family unit. Some of you may have been estranged from family. Some of you have, who doesn't? I mean, challenging relationships with family. And this is not just immediate family. It could be extended family. It could be friends. This is related to soul groups opposed to just familiar or ancestral groups. So they want you to really approach this from a heart-centered space to know that these people that you are in a group with, whether it's family or soul group, have their own lessons to learn. That not everybody is going to get on board with whatever it is that you're presenting, and that to let it be. Because whomever is ready to do their own work, to make peace, to be a part of family unit will be. And whomever is not, you got to let them go, let them live out. And it is going to be hard for you to accept, because some of you, I see that close relationship estrangement with like siblings, like sisters, brothers, right? And so that may be hard. Friends, right? Like where you are not close with friends anymore that you probably hold dear to your heart. So don't take it personal. They have their own thing, whatever they're playing out karmically. And you are meant to call upon those that are willing to go with you on this journey and set that precedence of a healthy relationship. The final message I'm going to leave you with in this part is the message of going deeper into emotional healing. There's something about processing emotions, specifically three emotions that are coming up, which is guilt, shame, and embarrassment. So I don't know where they're coming from different people. They're lodged into different parts of your energy body. The emotions carry vibrational and energetic codes. What I mean by lodged in your energy body, I mean they're not released. And they, created some sort of a block in your energy body because of these emotions, right? Emotions are energy, just like thoughts. They come from the thoughts, and they are like, think of like almost like a kind of, they're showing me a ball of like a, like a, whatever you want to call it, like a pickleball or a bocce ball, whatever it is, right? But there's this ball, and this is where this block is, and it's containing all of these emotions, and it's containing like thoughts that really their emotions came from, and beliefs, which is emotions and thoughts repetitive create beliefs. Not to go too deep with this. If you're called to do some emotional healing and to release this out of your energy field, you can use different spiritual tools to do that. I'm in the middle of doing that with breath work. But if you're drawn to, for example, any other therapy like sound therapy, any kind of Reiki healing or something, moving those emotions, allowing that to come up to surface is going to make you lighter, and it's going to open you up to higher vibrational states, which you're meant to experience. Don't try to analyze this too much. Just go with where the energy is guiding you, where you're feeling heaviness in your body. Take a deep breath, or fall, get your intention to that part of the body. Give the attention to this part of the body, and take a deep breath and start to release this out of your quantum field. You're doing this in a quantum way. If you're drawn to also quantumly doing that with different practitioners that are wonderful, that are online, they do quantum healing. If you're drawn to that, use different methods, but start to release that, because it's pressing on your energy. It's impacting your consciousness, and it's certainly starting to, it's ready to be released. Okay. So this is the part 1. We are now going to move right into the flow into part 2. So if you're not going to stick around for that part, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Thank you so much for being a part of that. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, because that helps me create more video and more content for you. Part 2, my friends, let's do it. We're going to start with the tarot cards. As I mentioned, I already pre-shuffled. I have called in spirit to protect these cards. We are protected. I do see Archangel Michael as well presiding over this reading. And we also brought in, as we know, these elementals. We got some fairies. We got some unicorns. If you are into that magical world that I'm a part of, you're going to really like this reading because it's airy-fairy, as they say. And then we have some oracle cards that are also powerful. We got some affirmations. We got so much good stuff. Let's start with the cards. I'm going to show you the cards, and then I'm going to pick up the card intuitively, okay? Those of you that are tarot readers, you're much better at discerning this technically, but I'm doing this intuitively. So we start with a lot of pentacles here. So a lot of earth energy. That makes sense because elementals are a part of the earth. And so this 3 of pentacles here, I'm using a very small tarot deck. So just so that you know, this is a person that's holding a pentacle. This is an invitation to ground the energies of the material world. In other words, what you desire is in the material world. It's not outside of it. And I know we want to manifest in a 5D, but a lot of us forget to ground it in like that 3 of Pentacles, like here is what's possible. So if you start to really open up to possibilities in this reality by grounding it, grounding can look differently for different people, but imagining this vision and then connecting it to the planet, how would that look like in a 3D world for me? So I want a better, so this is also referring to like, I want a better job. I want a better position in my work. Like this is work related and career related more than anything, although it is touching on the abundance, but it is about career path. A lot of you are looking for answers around how to change that, how to create your own businesses, how to manifest more money in your business, in your career, how to get more rewards, more abundance. Ground this, not just to like think of it, start to manifest with earthly energies and life force energy. Call on the guides that are earthly, call on the elementals. We got another pentacle card. A lot of earth energy. I'm a Capricorn with the Sag rising and Leo moon, just if you were wondering. A lot of earth and fire in my chart and air. I got a lot of Libra, but no water. That's why I'm drawn to the water signs. So Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. How wonderful. And the heart chakra right away, that green emerald energy stands out. So you're going to do this in a heart-centered way, or call in the guides that will help you do this in a heart-centered way. In other words, if you're looking for the job or a different career, ask yourself, how is this job or career connected to my talents, gift, abilities, life purpose, soul's purpose? That's the heart-centered way. How is this going to help me grow, expand? Don't just go based on, right, but also because this is also important to acknowledge. Please acknowledge the earthly things. Open yourself up to receiving more. So what you're worth comes to play. So don't take offers that are below you, really, in a sense of, if you have to take a job that you just to pay your bills, that's okay. But you're called to go beyond just paying survival, right? Paying your bills. You're called into that alignment, which is possible for you. If you were not assured before, the guides are assuring you that fulfillment and, is possible in earthly matters, okay? That's what they want to really leave you with. And then we got the Magician. Manifest, manifest, manifest. But this is more than manifest. This is really about you co-creating with the universe. A lot of times people don't understand the difference between manifesting and co-creating. It is the difference. They're saying it's a same thing, different side of the coin. Manifesting is a lot about thoughts and vision. Creating is like you actually doing the action. So think of what appropriate action can you take? What is the next step? Bring in your vision and your manifestation tools into the 3D reality. Call in the manifesting angels, really. You know, that's what they're saying. Call in the manifesting angels, calling the guides, calling the earthly guides that can help you really ground this into your reality. And then wonderful 3 of Cups. This is about community, guys. It really is. It's 3 of Cups symbolizes also celebration. That means that you're going to get that. But this also means you're going to find these answers in a community. It's about networking. It's about really connecting to the community, everything that's available to you in the community. You don't want to really, you don't want to alienate other people. That's what I'm hearing. Don't close yourself off and think I know some of you are very, very independent. I am very independent. I can relate to that. We don't want help from others. We want to figure everything out on our own. If we can do it on our own, it's so much better. But sometimes you need the community. You need the support of other people. These could be people in your circle. It could be also people in your soul group. Open yourself up to collaboration. That's going to be an important message. Excellent. So let's move on to the oracles, the beautiful oracles here. And first we have the fairies talking about abundance right out of the gate. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everyone. Listen, again, we're looking at the color purple, and that is the crown chakra, but also the pink, like pink, is the connecting of the crown and the heart, and then the earthly, which is green. So don't be afraid to receive this abundance. This can be actually a sudden abundance. This can be out of the blue, like a touch of like magic fairy dust, right? And I know this is kind of out there in woo-woo and airy-fairy, but go with me with this. Really open yourself up to that magic of receiving. Open your heart. Anything is possible with that childlike curiosity. That's what the fairies are inviting you to. And then here is the beautiful card of the fairy manifestation. Look at this beautiful fairy in the forest. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Not write it down on paper. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. As I was telling you, be clear as to what you want, but also ground it into the reality. Again, this is this beautiful green energy of anything is possible, right? The heart chakra and the earthiness connecting. Call upon the earth energy. I know we're in Aquarius space right now, energy of the Aquarius. We're going into the Pisces. There's a lot of astrological things happening, but call on the Saturn energy. We do have, I believe, some Saturn-Neptune thing coming up, the aspect. I'm not an avid astrologer. I do love and study astrology, but there are some awesome astrologers you can follow. I don't know why this is also mentioning Chiron. I know Chiron is the planet of spirituality in your chart, so check where your Chiron is. Check also your second house. This is a Taurus energy that's coming through, very much related to connecting the mind and the earth and the heart. Because we are in Aquarius space, and we're going to go into the Pisces, Saturn-Neptune conjunction, or whatever it is that's the aspect. I'm sorry, as I'm saying, check it out online as to what's going on there, and look at where your Chiron is. I think my Chiron is actually in Taurus, so that fits for me, but check out that planet Chiron in your chart and use it to manifest and understand. Also the nodes. Now I know this because I've learned in my astrology class, you have the South Node and the North Node. These are the lessons, karmic lessons, and specifically here around manifestation and abundance. Where is your South Node? And check that out and see what lessons, and South Node is the lessons we're supposed to learn from the past lives. And that's what we come in, the karma we come in this lifetime. And North Node is what we need to lean towards. They are opposite polarities of each other, right? So check that out, what is in your chart and where these lessons are. That's going to help your manifestation and your abundance. Okay, the next one, Ocean of Eternal Love. This is a beautiful card of healing, creativity, and fertility. Again, everything about abundance. Now, ocean, right? Water energy here. We are moving into the Pisces. Shout out to the earth energy here. Although I see air, earth, and water, don't see a lot of fire here. That doesn't mean it's not there. But I also see Libra as far as the earth energy. So, I mean, air energy. So, shout out to you, earth, air, and water sign, but also fire. Just so that I can ground this. This ocean of eternal love is about the divine love being present for you wherever you are. This is what I'm getting intuitively. But I want you to really tune into this creative love. Energy is creativity. A lot of times we talk about this around Valentine's Day, we talk about love, but love is actually creative energy. It comes from the divine. It is a quality of the divine. That's what they want to remind you. You are loved and you have access to love. And now I'm going to turn around so I can, out of this Gaia Oracle card, read you what it says here. It says that love conquers all. This is especially true for you at the moment. Something is resolved and healed through love. What was previously barren now becomes fertile. A seed is planted and you are the co-creator. That's what I was getting. The conditions are favorable. The timing is right. A new creation awaits you. The birth of something new brings joy and excitement. We did get the Ace of Pentacles. This is new opportunities. The forever changing season of eternity turns their invisible wheel and a new cycle begins. A new image is born. Affirmation that you can use. Love heals. Love brings a resolution. Love conquers. Love creates. Love is eternal. This is really a beautiful oracle deck, guys. It's a Gaia Oracle deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you want to check it out, I love it. And so we are going to move along, but that's just what I want to share with you. And then we have other oracle cards with some affirmations, accepting what is. Now, in order for us to really move through, and this is from Denise Lynn, Gateway Oracle Cards. This is about, in order for us to manifest anything, we have to actually accept the way things are. So I don't want you to start, this is not, intuitively what I'm picking up on, this is not about you changing the reality, like fixing it. This is about allowing the reality outside of you, meaning life. Whatever it is out there in the world, however the world is, which as we know is not the kindest place at the moment. So many conflicts and turmoils. You as a light worker, as an empath, may look at that and say, oh my God, how am I going to even survive in this world? Well, listen, we're not trying to change the world. Unfortunately, we have to accept that others that we are interacting with, and no judgment, and we're not on a pedestal either. We have our own things, right? We have our own stuff. And it's okay, the world is what it is. We have our own role. We are changing whatever we can. We're playing the role for each other. This is important to understand. Accept what is. You're not trying to change it completely. We're not going to go, and I hate to break it down to you, and this was hard for me to accept, we're not going to kumbaya together, okay? It's going to be hard for this whole concept of one love that Bob Marley talks about, which I love, is foreign to a lot of humans because they don't have love for themselves within. And we're all working on self-love. So how can we have love for each other if we don't have love for self, okay? It's a very profound message. So if you can step back, accept the things the way that they are. And I talked about also within your family in the very beginning. If you can accept things the way that they are in your family, maybe you're not the closest. I know I'm not close to my father's side of family. And within my own mother's side of family, we have conflicts. But also within my group of friends, not everybody's going to be on best terms. Listen, there's love on the soul level. There's a reason why you chose yourself as soul group. But that doesn't mean you're going to be kumbayaing like with everybody. You know, we are too divided in our karmic path, and soul's path is different. And that's okay. It's okay, it really is. And when we accept that, and we accept where we are in life, how life is, how reality is, we leave more space for manifesting. And let me see what Denise Lynn writes here. Card meaning is, I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So she turns us to inner. Accept your life in all configurations. Know what every moment, situation, and event has profound value, even if it doesn't seem like it. Accept your inner majesty. Be present. You are magnificent and wondrous beyond measure. Embrace all parts of yourself. The universe wants you to know it is an act, both power and fate, to love, honor, and accept what is. At times, it can be challenging to truly accept what's occurring in your life. When you do so, however, you affirm that there's a plan for your life and that everything is working for your highest good. That's that premise of all is well. And I know it sounds very woo-woo, but listen, when you really say all is well, you remove the resistance. And so the questions to ask yourself, is there anything that I'm not accepting in my life? How can I embrace myself and my life even more? Where will my life's journey take me if I truly honor every aspect of what is? This is Denise Lynn, the Gateway Oracle cards. I love this deck. It was really calling me today. And so we want to honor what we're getting. And I hope that that was helpful to you. I only have a few more cards there for you. And these are unicorn cards. I just love unicorn. In the background, you can see, maybe you can't, I have a little unicorn. Listen, I am as airy fairy as they come. I believe in unicorns, fairies, because I know that they're magical beings. And this is Diana Cooper's unicorn cards. I love her New Earth stuff and Golden Earth, and I subscribe to all of that. If I am to be believed, I am from the planet Sirius, originated, and I really love, I just love fantasy, magic. I'm a big nerd. When you get to know me, I believe in all of that magic, Harry Potter stuff, right? So go with me with this. If this resonates, it does. If you are more practical, this is not going to make really sense, but I love these cards. And the first one is enlightenment, and they're bringing me to the number 43. And underneath it says, look from the highest perspective, see the divine in everyone. What a beautiful message. And this is really drawing me to you and the unicorn, you standing in the magic, you standing in possibilities. The unicorn energy is, first of all, Diana Cooper says that unicorns are, if I'm not mistaken, ninth dimensional beings of light, that the mythology in Greece really corresponds with what we know as the unicorn. And we've seen that throughout not just the Greek mythology, but other sort of like mythological beings. So they are real to me. So they are ninth dimension. They want to remind you that there's magic, right? And look at these things that we just mentioned from the higher perspective. Look at possibilities from that higher perspective of compassion, love, and less judgment. And then we have unicorn portal. Focus on your light and listen for a message. So if you are willing to open yourself up to these beautiful unicorns, there is a profound message for you. I am going to read a little bit out of this book so that we have a more understanding. And what you're being asked is really receiving this card draws your attention. The first card, enlightenment, to the eagle. It prompts you to soar high like an eagle, see everything from the highest perspective, and be ready to take action in a moment. So ask your unicorn to stand in front of you and illuminate your third eye. It touches your third eye with its horn of light. It dissolves the red seventh veil so that you see things from a higher perspective. It dissolves the yellow sixth veil so you believe in and trust the unicorns and spiritual realms. It dissolves the pink fifth veil so that you open your heart. It dissolves blue-green fourth veil so that you truly understand the natural world. It dissolves the deep blue third veil so that you live in oneness. It dissolves the violet second veil so that you achieve enlightenment. It dissolves the crystal clear first veil so that you experience mastery. Affirmation is, I act as an enlightened master. I act as an enlightened master. What a beautiful message. And then we have the unicorn portal, which is the card number 38. So I'm going to briefly read out of that. Sorry, I have to like flip through this unicorn portal. And it says, focus on your light and listen for a message. A portal is a high frequency space or a gateway to another dimension. When you draw this card, unicorns are asking you to create one in your home, office, or somewhere special so that they can step from the domain into yours. You know I'm going to be doing this. So I'm going to be creating this portal. So how do we do that? Let's do it together. Set an intention to create a unicorn portal. So it takes you time, set that intention. We're not going to be able to cleanse this place, but that's what you do. You cleanse the place where you wish to create it with music or violet flame. So imagine this beautiful flame that is violet or lilac, sage sticks or anything. So you're going to cleanse your space. Prepare the space with crystals, candles. I always have all of that handy. Incense. You may use a selenite or quartz crystals. I don't have right now. I have the amethyst in front of me, but visualize a beautiful door. So why don't we all visualize this beautiful door to another dimension? See your unicorn placing a garland of roses around your neck. Wow, guys, can you feel it? Red for cosmic action, pink for love, white for purity, or gold for wisdom. I'm seeing gold. Seeing gold. Your unicorns passes you a key. So imagine a key coming to you. Open a door and enter the unicorn realms. Can you feel the light and tingling? I feel it all over my body. Receive light, love, blessings, or inspiration from the unicorns who greet you. See if they have a message for you. Let's see if we have a collective message here that I can channel. And they do. Dearest ones, we are here as you are in your full bloom and energy. And we want to greet you with such an emotion of love and light and presence, because it is important for us that you are present. Present in your own body. Present in your own sense of being. You're called in to embody the presence of being so that you are honored in this space with love and light, and in this higher vibrational space where you invite ascended state, because the sense of being is the sense of consciousness within you that grows with each living moment. So it is. I hope that helped you. Leave the door open so that unicorns can step through, as long as you set this portal. It says here, dedicated with love and pure attention. Unicorns will be drawn towards it. I actually can hear them too, because I'm clairaudient and I can see them, and they're all very playful and they're jumping around us. I know if I can, my clairvoyance and clairaudience are kicking in, and I just feel like beaming the light from their horn. So if you're really like connected to this, I hope you had that beautiful experience. You are ready to serve the universe in this way. And again, the affirmation is, I serve the unicorn kingdom. I'm loving this, aren't you? So let's like leave it with this final message. The beautiful, wonderful Louise Hay has been coming to me lately. I am a part of the Hay House Writers community. I don't want to plug that in, but you know, there's something magical about this being that obviously she was a creator of Hay House. And I just want to take time to honor her for everything that she has given us in New Age community. Nothing would have been possible. Some of these oracle cards, some of the books that she has written, the beautiful affirmations, how she has taught us to work with our manifestations, to love ourselves. And part of this is this cards that I have from her that are about forgiveness. And there's on one end, it says, there is no problem too big or small that can be solved with love. And then the affirmation is, I forgive myself for not being perfect. I'm living the very best way I know how. So please take this beautiful swan. You are that swan. Remember the whole, well, I don't know why they're giving me Swan Lake, but that music from Swan Lake, that really the swan is this majestic being that, you know, is you. You are transforming. And for you to really step into your path and purpose, forgive yourself for anything that you find that needs to be left in the past. That's what I'm also receiving intuitively. I really hope you're enjoying the reading. Let me see if there's any other things that are coming through. With the frequencies, I do see 333. I'm seeing 999. So check out those angelic numbers. The threes are the unity consciousness, which we had a lot of higher vibrational beings today. They want to remind us of the unity between mind, heart, and soul, and also the unity within consciousness. We are one. We just have different paths and purposes. And so we want to honor that. And the 999, closing the doors to the past, closing the doors to old patterns, opening yourself up to higher vibrational states. I'm sending you so much love and light. If you have enjoyed this, again, please love, like, share, subscribe, comment, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Wishing you all a very wonderful rest of your day.